Hi everyone, hope you're all okay. So, it's all kicking off, isn't it? I'm going to show you something in a minute. Now, it's only I'm showing you this because someone reminded me of something that CB used, what's it called? API from a certain social media platform. Now, when I first put the police report in January, I think it was, I wasn't expecting much to be done because I knew the trolls were over in the States and it was probably difficult. However, and then we saw however many weeks ago it was about the API thing, and then I thought, oh goodness, well, it looks like that certain social media company is in bed with CB because, as you all know, Nate the lawyer is taking CB to court, etc. But someone said to me ages and ages ago, before the Amber Heard case, but that's another thing. I think unless laws have changed over there and over here, where laws look defamation, the whole scenario thing is they've changed it so it's more flexible to allow groups of people together to do their own case on one person like CB or whatever, then I think with the Nate the lawyer thing, the courts and the lawyers are only going to be focused on what CB, etc., done to him personally. However, that still leaves the door open. But so anyway, I just put in that thing to the police just to see if it could go anywhere. I didn't think it would, but I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Also, thinking about this API thing, with this email as well, what Twitter said to the policewoman, I'm wondering now how deeply, shall I say, this certain social media company was in bed with the likes of CB. So this was, right, I didn't download them. Right, hang on, what's it say here? The investigation I'm pursuing for the crimes of harassment and malicious communications with the hate element. These crimes stem from the comments made to you on Twitter, calling you a white supremacist and leaving your business bad reviews, blah, blah, blah. So that was on 31st January. This one, no, that's the same one. Right. This was Sunday 27th of the 2nd. Just to let you know, the application to request user information for the Twitter accounts has been submitted and I await the response. Now, it's this one, if this is the right one. Yeah, this is, to be quite honest with you, this is what I thought might happen, but I thought even if I have something on record or something just in case, but to be honest, I don't care anymore, to be quite honest with you. I'm just trying to figure out and prove to you that the police in the UK at that point couldn't do much about it. This was Saturday the 9th of the 4th, 22. So it's, I think they genuinely did try, if you like, because basically she's come back and said because they're in the US they can't really do much, and I thought that'd be the case anyway. But at the end of the day, guys, don't worry because he's still going to be taken down. Now, Cruella will obviously know what's going on, and she will feel more exposed now because if she hasn't got the Sunshine people anymore, she's going to be more open and more exposed. So it may force her to go and hide. She might stop completely now. If she can't find anyone like CB, she may just, have the little odd moan to the media every now and again, but she might actually call her henchmen, if you like, the Sussex scum. She might actually call them off now. You don't know, but her being so arrogant, she may still continue to try. But I think she will go quiet. They will go quiet for a bit, and they may just fade away. But even with the Nate case, it's still going to leave the door wide open. So, like I said, unless laws have changed to be more flexible, I think this is only going to focus on what CB and that lot have done to Nate himself personally, and regarding, because that's all the Amber Heard case, isn't it? But it will be very interesting to see what happens, and I really do hope that CB is plastered all over the world, worldwide news, papers every single day for at least a week. I really do hope so, because if Nate can bring the strongest one down, things should well, you'd like to think that things will start, getting better for everybody. But I really can't see where Cruella and the Sussex scum are going to come into this, unless someone in America has successfully started their own personal case and their lawyers and the courts are willing to listen to some other people that have been affected by the scum squad. So, but whatever way, guys, it's being exposed, isn't it? And to be quite honest with you, when I got this, I thought, oh, I can't be bothered. And I said to my friend, at the end of the day, CB and that lot will upset the wrong person at the right time. And it has. But me personally, I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly. However you look at it, guys, it's all good. And to be quite honest with you as well, CB has got, as far as I know, got records of hacking and being sued before. So the court should take all that into account. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what goes on with that one. And so hopefully, although I have seen on Twitter he seems to be getting quite desperate. It's almost like the last, how can I say this without thinking I'm wishing bad on someone? It's almost like the Last Supper, if you like. He's really trying to get as much defamation out there, harassment and defamation on people as much as he can now, isn't he? Because he knows his time's practically up. And but I do hope it does leave the doors open for other people to get in there, and hopefully it will be exposed on who their paymarters. Well, we know who their paymarters are, but they also need exposing now, don't they? And I've pre-ordered Valentine Lowe's book, so things are getting very, very interesting. The good thing about Cruella is, and Mr. Twatty, that they never fail to give us content. So there we go. And lastly, I think a lot of us are still waiting patiently to see if the truth ever comes out about these children. I understand people's concerns. Now, there are a lot of photos about social media going around, and to be quite honest with you, some of the photos are definitely photoshopped, and it looks quite a dramatic Photoshop. So I don't, just be wise, people, because I don't want people getting in trouble for no reason. But there is, I think, one video I saw where she's wearing a black and white dress, and she likes to try and be a catwalk model, doesn't she? With the swinging her hips. And that video does look like she has a moon bump on, to be quite frank. However, we can't be 100% sure if that's to do with correction, aka deep fakes. So, I mean, I know people were saying about her alleged porn career and being on certain sites and certain videos, etc. Now, given her history, and that is factual, But and knowing that she has been on Wikipedia changing things and adding things, and her mother as well, we can't really put anything past her regarding that. But when it comes to the moon bump, I'm not 100% sure. But to be quite honest with you, right, say like if Cruella and Mr. Twatty were normal people, just normal, like William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, and they figured out they couldn't have children, and they went to the Queen, and they said, look, we can't have children, but we'd like to have a surrogate, but we're concerned about all these factors involved in it. And to be quite honest with you, I think when it comes to your children, titles shouldn't matter anyway. If you genuinely love the children, you want a child for genuine reason and not just titles and things like that. But that's just my opinion. Do you really think in this day and age that the Queen would have said no? If the Queen knew that they were hard-working, genuine people, were really, desperate to have a child of their own, but they couldn't, do you really think the Queen would say, oh no, because it won't be bloodline, this, that and the other? I mean, I know there's rules and laws set down in stone about all that, but come on, I don't think the Queen would have had an issue with it personally. Let me know what you think, because me personally, I think she would have said, fine, the public will back you, we'll back you. There's no reason why not. So whether they didn't think about that and did have to pretend to have a child, if you like, but whatever way, are we ever going to really know the truth? We just don't know. But some of these photos going around are quite clearly photoshopped, and the videos, I'm not 100% sure, they could be corrections, but who knows? But I personally don't think in this day and age the family would have had a big issue with a surrogate. And like I said, if you genuinely want a child, you want it for the genuine right reasons and not just the title. So there's all those sorts of factors going into it anyway. What else is there? I haven't heard any more about if Mr. Twat is going to be bringing out his book, but it does seem to me that he seems to be more involved in this bullying thing than we originally thought. I think a lot of us thought he was just nodding his head and agreeing just to try and have a quiet life and being complicit in that way. But evidently he was a bit more than just being complicit silently. So we'll just have to wait until the book comes, and we'll see what that reveals. So, but for now, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know about what you think about the surrogacy and the laws laying down towards it. Do you think the Queen would have said no? I personally don't think she would have done, to be fair. It's like they're trying to make, like all along, they're trying to make the Queen out to be this, horrible monster, when all along she was just a quiet, loving little soul, wasn't she? So, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.